Hey everyone, welcome back. So get this, we're diving deep into Meta's augmented reality glasses prototype, codenamed Orion.
Yeah, it's not just your typical smart glasses.
Mhm.
We're talking potential smartphone replacement here.
Exactly. And we've got the inside scoop from tech YouTuber Austin Evans. He got a hands-on demo, even chatted with Meta's CTO, Boz, about it.
And to add to that, we'll be comparing it to Meta's current offering, the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Should be interesting.
Totally. All right, so full disclosure, Meta themselves seem to be recognizing, the limitations of current VR tech.
Right. I mean, headsets like the Meta Quest.
Yeah.
Great for immersive experiences and all, but not exactly something you'd wear walking down the street.
Not yet, anyway. But that's where Orion comes in, right?
Yeah, aiming for that seamless blend of digital and real world. Of course, other companies have tried,
Yeah. With mixed results.
to say the least.
So for starters, how is Orion different? What sets it apart?
Well, instead of cameras and sensors, think tiny projectors, built directly into the lenses, silicon carbide lenses, to be precise.
Silicon carbide, interesting choice.
It is known for its incredible optical clarity.
Okay, makes sense. So what does that mean for the user?
Crystal clear, bright image projected right onto the retina.
Sounds promising.
It is. Evans even said, in a well-lit room, colors were super bright, saturated, and the lens tint barely noticeable.
Wow, that's a big deal for comfort. Nobody wants to wear some bulky, awkward thing all day.
Exactly, and remember those clunky hand controllers we see with VR?
Oh yeah, the ones you need to, swing around.
Gone. Orion uses a special bracelet instead. Picks up on electrical signals from your muscles as you move your fingers.
Wait, what? That's wild.
It is pretty cool, right? Those tiny signals your muscles produce, the bracelet picks them up. You're essentially controlling the interface with your thoughts.
Like telekinesis, almost. Did Evans get to try that out?
Oh yeah, he was pinching, swiping, all sorts of gestures. Even gets haptic feedback through the bracelet.
No way. So you actually feel what you're touching in the digital world?
Pretty much.
And then on top of that, you've got eye tracking for even more seamless control. Look and pinch to interact. It's like magic.
It's pretty close, honestly. That combination, eye tracking and precise hand control, could be a game changer for user experience.
For sure. Speaking of game changer, what's powering all of this?
Separate processing unit. Small, though. You can clip it on your belt, slip it in a pocket, whatever.
And it's completely wireless.
Yep. Transmits data to the glasses at a super high frame rate. We're talking 90 hertz.
90 hertz. Wirelessly. That's incredible.
It's seriously impressive, especially at this stage. Meta's really pushing the limits here.
Okay, ready for the holy crap moment.
Let's hear it.
Evans got to demo WhatsApp calls, scrolling through Instagram, even generating recipes just by looking at ingredients.
Hold on, what? Generating recipes? Like
Yeah.
AI pulling up recipes based on what you're looking at?
Exactly. But it gets crazier, he said. You can place a virtual window, like in midair, and it stays put even as you move around.
Okay, now that's a game changer. No more clunky head movements to navigate, just natural movement. That's huge,
Right. And then there's the Meta AI integration.
which honestly could be revolutionary.
Think about it. Instant information on anything you look at. The possibilities are pretty much endless.
It's like having the entire internet at your fingertips, literally.
Exactly. So we've got this potentially groundbreaking tech, but it makes you wonder, how does it connect with Meta's existing efforts, like the Ray-Ban Meta glasses?
Right, good point. I think the Ray-Bans are like a stepping stone, a taste of what's possible.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Because with Orion, we're talking full-blown AR projected displays. Ray-Bans are more about capturing, sharing your experiences.
True, capturing versus augmenting, but they both have voice control and AI features.
Yeah, and that's interesting, don't you think? It might be a glimpse of where Meta's headed with this tech.
Definitely. Especially considering what Boz said, that he sees a future beyond the smartphone.
Wow, bold statement. Especially coming from, Meta.
Right. They've built their empire on connecting people through mobile devices, and now
Now they're thinking bigger, more integrated, more seamless.
it's an exciting vision, but there's a big difference between a vision and a marketable product, right?
For sure. And trust me, there are some major hurdles to overcome before we're all rocking Orion on our faces.
Okay, like what? What are we talking about here?
Well, first off, this prototype, years away from being ready. We're talking years, potentially.
Okay, that's understandable. New tech takes time. But what about the cost?
Oh yeah, that's the other elephant in the room. Right now, estimates put it around $10,000.
$10,000. Yeah, that's not exactly pocket change.
Not for most people.
Yeah.
Cost is a huge barrier to entry with any new tech. Remember when flat-screen TVs first came out?
Oh, yeah. Ridiculously expensive.
Exactly. And it took a while for those prices to come down to earth.
Right. So how does Meta plan to tackle that with Orion?
Well, Boz admitted that cost reduction is a major focus for them, alongside software development. They know it's make or break.
Absolutely. But even if they can get the price down,
There are still some pretty big what-ifs.
like what? What else is there?
Aesthetics. How do they plan to make them look, normal?
Yeah, Evans did say those Orion lenses were pretty thick, had some reflection issues.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And that's not exactly the look most people are going for.
true. Nobody wants to look like they walked out of a sci-fi movie.
Unless they're really into that. But for mass appeal, aesthetics matter.
Big time. And hey, what about the bracelet? It's cool and all, but it's still something extra you have to wear, right?
There you go. Another valid point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's less clunky than controllers, sure, but it's still a barrier.
Right. It's not exactly the seamless experience they're promising if you need a separate device strapped to your wrist.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
wondering if they can maybe integrate it somehow. Smartwatch maybe, or something else you'd already be wearing.
That would be smart. Make it less intrusive. Okay, but even if they nail the design, the comfort, imagine wearing this all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, constantly capturing your surroundings, maybe even listening in on conversations. It's a privacy nightmare waiting to happen.
Oh, yeah, the privacy concerns are huge. We have to be talking about this.
We do. And it's not just about, Meta. It's bigger than that. We're already struggling with data privacy with smartphones, social media.
This just amplifies it, takes it to a whole new level.
Exactly. And those are conversations we need to be having now before it's too late.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
But, okay, stepping back for a second. This isn't just about a cool gadget. This tech has the potential to completely change how we interact with, well, everything.
It's a paradigm shift, potentially.
Yeah.
Like, remember when smartphones were first a thing? People were skeptical.
Who needs a computer in their pocket?
Right.
Yeah.
And now look at us, glued to them, practically surgically attached.
It's true. And it makes you wonder, could Orion be that next big shift?
It's definitely possible. And it's not just about the tech itself. It's about the impact, societal impact, how we communicate, how we work, how we experience the world.
It's kind of mind-blowing when you really think about it.
It is. And a little bit scary, too, if we're being honest.
Oh, for sure. Exciting, but yeah, a little bit scary. Because with any huge tech leap, there are always trade-offs. It really makes you think, are we at the edge of this whole new era of technology? And Orion's giving us this sneak peek.
It is a glimpse into the future, that's for sure.
But then it's like, are we ready for that? A world where we're always plugged in, even more than now.
It's the question, isn't it? I mean, the potential's huge, but we can't ignore the risks.
Right. It's about finding that balance, making sure tech serves us, not the other way around.
100%. And the thing is, this isn't some, distant dream. Meta's actively developing this, pouring resources into making it a reality.
Yeah, they're clearly betting big on Orion.
They see it as the next big thing, maybe even replacing the smartphone eventually. And let's be real, when Meta sets their sights on something.
They usually make it happen.
Exactly. So where does that leave us? What are your final thoughts on all of this?
Yeah.
We've got this incredible tech, potentially revolutionary, but so many questions, challenges, ethical concerns.
It's a lot to unpack.
It really is. And honestly, it's bigger than just us talking about it. It's a conversation society needs to have, and soon, before it's too late.
I think that's a really important point. We can't just sit back and let these technologies shape our world without, any input. We need to be informed, have those tough discussions, make conscious choices about the future we want.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, on that note, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. Meta's Orion glasses, they represent a huge leap for augmented reality, no doubt. But it's a future that comes with both amazing possibilities and some serious questions we need to address. So to everyone listening, we want to hear from you. What do you think about a world with AR glasses as the norm? Are we ready for it? And what are we willing to give up in the name of progress? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of augmented reality. We'll catch you next time.